Hey guys, welcome to MNMM PT NAATI. This is Mohit. Today's video is about describe image. Now in today's video, I will describe a question as in an image and show it to you what to do, how to tackle a random image. So we have also made another video where we have described a graph. Now this video will help you to understand how to describe a random image. But before I start with this video, if you're after PT coaching, as in PTE Academic coaching or PTE core coaching or even NAATI coaching, whether it is NAATI Hindi, Punjabi or Gujarati, or if you are after the NAATI prediction file for these three languages, you can always contact us using Facebook or Instagram. Simply search for MNMMPT NAATI, or you can use the links in the description below, Facebook and Instagram links, and you can contact us, talk to us so that we can help you clear these exams in your very first attempt. Now let's start with describe image, and this video is for every student. Doesn't matter you want to give PTE Academic or PTE Core, describe image is same for you. So we have to understand that if you get a random image means basically an image where it's not a graph, it's not a line graph or a bar graph or a pie chart or a flow chart, just a random image. Let's say a picture of a park or a beach, okay, or a family dinner time, something like that. Those sort of images are called random images, okay, just random clicks, okay. Now, this is the template you will be using. Now, most of you must be wondering that why template, especially after the changes in November 2024. But if you look at the template, it is actually not a template. The number of words we've used in template is almost nothing. Look at the template. The image describes. It is visible that. It is also clear that. It can be said that. So minimum use of template has been done. The maximum part would still be describing the content, the actual content from the image. And you have to make sure that you speak for more than 30 seconds and less than 40 seconds, meaning you have to speak between 30 to 40 seconds. Now, one thing you have to be careful of, that every describe image you get, the response of all those images should sound different to each other. And the only way to do that is by making sure that you actually describe what is given on the image, and you don't just go there and speak template. That is wrong, okay? Now, this template has been used personally by me both for PTE Academic and PTE Core, and I've got my 90 each. So it is tested. Not only it has been tested, but it has been used by a lot of students of ours, and they have got their desired scores of 90 each. People have got 8 each, 7 each. They've achieved their desired score. So this has been used multiple times, so you can definitely use it. You need not worry about it, okay? Now, we have gone through the template. Now let us look at the image. So let's describe this random image. Now, random images, mostly they don't have titles given. So you have to create something, okay? And you can create any title, provided whatever you say, it is at least relevant with the image, okay? Now, over here, you can't describe a title and be like the image describes food. You can't say food because there's no food in this image, okay? But if you want, you can say the image describes nature's beauty, or the image describes mountains and river, or you can simply say the image describes a river. Anything is fine. At least it is relevant. It has a connection with this image and you will be fine. Now, what is the next line? It is visible that. Describe the categories on the left and right side of the image. Now, there is no compulsion that you have to start with left side and then go to right side. No. If you feel like talking about the top side of the image first, go for it. Template is just there to guide you what sort of areas you can cover. Left side of the image, right side of the image, top of the image, bottom of the image, middle of the image, right? Now let's say, for example, in the template it says it is also clear that describe the categories on the top and the bottom of the image, but accidentally you say it is also clear that something is on the left and something is on the right. You've interchanged the sequence. Does that matter? No, it doesn't matter, because we have to understand the role of a template in your describe image world. It is only there to support you. So you should just have an idea of what sort of answer response I can give. But don't stress if you have maybe changed the sequence, or maybe if you've changed a word, no need to stress about it, because what matters is your answer should be fluent. You have to speak without hesitation. Your pronunciation should be clear. Every word you speak, it needs to be clear. And your content, the content you describe, should be from the image. You have to actually describe the content, otherwise you will not get your desired score. Why? Because the fluency and pronunciation is still getting checked by the computer. But while checking your content, if the computer realizes that you have only spoken a template and you have actually not described the image, you have spoken some pre-memorized template, then your response will be flagged and it would be assigned to a human being. This human being is only going to check your content. The human being is still not checking your fluency and pronunciation. And then accordingly, this human being will give you marks. The human being can reduce your marks depending on how much template you've used. And the human being can also give you a 0 if the human being feels that you have only spoken a template and you have actually not described the image, in which case you get a complete 0 for that question. Okay, so in short, what you have to remember is the amount of template that we have provided. If you use that much template, it's fine. But if you are just talking about a template, then it's not fair. Okay, you have to actually talk about the content in the image. Clear, everyone? Now, let's say I say the image describes a river. Then I say it is clear that we have sand on the right hand side of the image where the sand is brown in color, and we have meander on the left hand side of the image. Now, what have I done? I spoke something from the right of the image and something from the left of the image. And I also spoke about their colors. Why? Because I need to make sure that I speak for more than 30 seconds. Now, numbers are priority, but you don't have any numbers here. There's no data here, so you can't really talk about numbers. What you can really do is you can tell the computer that what is visible in the image and maybe what is the color of that image, and you're perfectly fine. As I said, this has been tested. We have personally tested this, and many students have given their exams and got their desired score. Okay, so you have to make sure that you follow this. Like what we normally do with our students is, let's say there's a student called Hassan. So we will create his personal Telegram group called Hassan PTE. Okay, now this group, Hassan PTE, this student will use this group. The student has a study plan to follow, and the student is putting the homework in that group every single day, all 7 days a week. And that homework, those audios, those summaries, essays, etc., everything, dictation is all getting checked by us. Us as in Manmohit and myself, we both will be in that group, because that is the personal space of that student. Okay. Now, when that student is obviously putting the homework, we check the work, we then give feedback accordingly, and the student exactly knows where they are lacking. And which is why I always emphasize on the fact that we actually give one-on-one feedback all 7 days a week, which is difficult to get. And this is what every student needs so that they can get their desired score and they can clear their exam. And this is something we do for PTE and for NAATI as well. Okay. Now let's move on. Okay. So the third line, it is, so we have understood we can use like words like it is visible that, it is also clear that, it can be said that. And if you say it is evident that, even that is fine. Okay. No need to worry about it. Now, let's say I say it can be said that sky is blue at the top of the image, and it is a clear sky because it has white color as well. And the river is at the bottom of the image, and this river is clean and it is blue in color. So you see how I've described the top and the bottom part, and I've actually just described their colors. And it is true because sky is there at the top of the image and it is blue and white in color. And there is a river at the bottom of the image and the river looks very clean and it is blue in color. So I'm not bluffing. I'm actually describing the content. And then you can say we have neck in the middle of the image. You can also say that it is visible that there are a lot of trees and shrubs on the right hand side of the image, and there are flowers as well where the flowers are orange and pink in color. And there are a lot of trees and shrubs on the left hand side of the image as well, where these trees and shrubs are green in color. Looks like there are no flowers because there is no other color. This is how you just speak fluently without hesitating, so that you can cross your 30 seconds. You're actually describing an image with maximum content and very little template. That's what your approach needs to be like. Okay, this is how you describe an image. So let us describe this image and try to speak as much content as possible with very minimum template. Let's do it. The image describes mountains and rivers. It is clear that we have a lot of trees and shrubs on the right hand side of the image, where the trees and shrubs are of green color. Looks like we have a lot of flowers as well, because the flowers are orange and pink in color. On the left hand side of the image, we have a lot of sand and mountains. These mountains and sand are brown in color. We also have meander on the left hand side of the image. In the middle of the image, we have neck. At the top of the image, we have a blue sky, which is blue and white in color, and the sky is clear. At the bottom of the image, we have a river, where the river is blue in color and looks like the river is very clean. And in the middle of the image, we have neck. So this is how you have to speak an image fluently. Be fluent, speak without hesitating, be clear, so that every word you speak is delivered clearly. And obviously you have to describe the content. You now know that what is the use of the template. The template has given you an idea that I can first describe the title, then I can start with the sides. Maybe I can start with left and right. Maybe I can start with top and bottom, and I can target middle. That idea is given by the template. But how much template did I actually speak? Very, very little, right? So this is how one needs to solve a describe image. And the way you solve a describe image when it is a graph, it is a little different, because in graphs we have to target numbers. But when it comes to random images, this is how you will be describing the image. Now the template is also, you can also download the PDF of the template from the description below. Just keep it with you so that you can use it. And if there is anything that is bothering you with PTE or NAATI, you have any questions, concerns, talk to us. Talk to Manmohit or myself, and we are more than happy to assist you, to help you clear these exams in very first attempt. All the very best with your preparation, and God bless all of you.